Welcome to alltechqueries, a solution for all your technical queries.
In this video, we will learn what is bottleneck in computer, how bottleneck issues occur, how to prevent bottleneck, and how to calculate bottleneck. What is bottleneck in PC? You might have heard the term bottleneck when talking about CPU and GPU performance. In simple words, bottleneck is the process in which one component of a PC is stopping other components to perform at their best. How bottleneck occurs. Bottlenecking can happen in several cases. For example, when you insert a powerful graphics card into a very old PC, it can cause bottleneck issues. Some games require powerful CPU as well, when you are playing online multiplayer games, or VR games. But, people often buy a cheap CPU, and a powerful GPU. There is an increase in performance, but, all the other components of the computer like CPU and RAM will be slow and would send and receive information from the graphics card at a slow rate. Therefore, the graphics card won't be working at its full potential. How bottleneck occurs. Let's take an example of the railway. Suppose there is a high-speed electronic train and a low-speed steam train running on the same track. The electronic train has the tendency to travel at a high speed, but the electronic train cannot overtake the steam train until it reaches the station. So, the electronic train also runs at 126 miles. Here, the steam train is bottlenecking the electronic train, and preventing it from running at its full speed. Suppose a team of 4 people are tied together in a running race. 3 of them are world champions, and 1 of them cannot run fast. So, because of that one person, the other 3 cannot give their best. Similarly, when you have an expensive graphics card, SSD, 16 GB RAM, but an i3 second generation CPU, it will cause bottleneck issues. Even if you assemble all the best components in your PC, there will be one thing or another that may cause bottleneck issues. Although we cannot completely remove the bottleneck issue from our PC, we can try to reduce it to the minimum. Background running programs take CPU and RAM usage. So, you will have bottleneck issues on the GPU when playing games. Therefore, close all the unnecessary programs and services running in the background. Another solution is to overclock the less powerful component. If you already have a powerful graphics card and less powerful CPU, you need to overclock the CPU to match its performance with the GPU. Perform bottleneck check and replace the weak component. How to calculate bottleneck by using manual method. You need to install a third-party software like MSI Afterburner that shows computer usage stats. You need to enable the on-screen overlay to see how much percentage the CPU and GPU are being used while playing games or using other applications. If your GPU usage is at 100%, then your computer is working fine. But, if your CPU is running at 100%, and GPU usage is less, then you have CPU bottleneck issues. How to calculate bottleneck using a website. You can also go to a bottleneck calculating website like PC Builds. Here, you need to select your PC components like CPU brand, series, GPU model, memory, and click on the Calculate button. As you can see in the above image, I am using Intel i5-9400F CPU with NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti. It has the least bottleneck issues. Product links in description. However, using an Intel i3 third-generation processor with NVIDIA's 1050 Ti graphics card shows more bottleneck percentage. Bottleneck issue is very common if you build or assemble a PC. It is not possible to prevent the bottleneck effect. But, You can make sure the bottleneck percentage is as less as possible by using the bottleneck calculator. You can replace or overclock weak components to prevent bottleneck issues.
If the video was helpful, like our video, and subscribe to our channel alltechqueries, for more tech-related, informative videos, and how-to tutorials. Follow us on other platforms as well. Links in description. Thank you.